The Christmas Guest. I don't know the author. It happened one day near December's end. 2 neighbors called on an old friend, and they found his shop so meager and lean, made gay with 1,000 bows of green. And Conrad was sitting, his face all ashine, when suddenly he stopped as he stitched a twine. Friends, at dawn today, when the cock was crowing the night away, the Lord appeared in a dream to me and said, I'm coming your guest to be. So I've been busy with my feet all astir, strewing my shop with branches of fern. The table is spread and the kettle is shined, and over the rafters the holly is twined. Now I'll wait for my Lord to appear, and listen closely so I will hear his steps as he nears my humble place. And I'll open the door and see the look on his face. So his friends went home and left Conrad alone, for this was the happiest day he had known. For long since his family had passed away, and Conrad had spent many a sad Christmas day. But he knew with the Lord as his Christmas guest, this would be his dearest and best. So he listened with only joy in his heart, and with every sound he rose with a start, and looked for the Lord to be at his door, like the vision he had had only a few hours before. So he ran to the window after hearing a sound, but all he could see on the snow-covered ground was a shabby beggar whose shoes were torn, and all his clothes were ragged and worn. But Conrad was touched, and he went to the door, and he said, You know, your feet must be frozen and sore. I have some shoes in my shop for you, and a coat that will keep you warmer too. So with a grateful heart, the man went away. But Conrad, he noticed the time of day, and he wondered how much longer he'd have to wait. When he heard the knock, he ran to the door, but it was only a stranger once more, a bent old lady with a shawl of black, with a pile of kindling piled on her back. She asked only for a place to rest, but that was reserved for Conrad's great guest. But her voice seemed to plead, Don't send me away. Let me rest a while on Christmas Day. So Conrad brewed her a steaming cup and told her to sit at the table and sup. But after she left, he was filled with dismay, for he saw that the hours were slipping away, and the Lord hadn't come as he said he would. Then Conrad felt sure he had misunderstood, when out of the stillness he heard a cry, Please help me. Tell me, where am I? So again he opened his friendly door, and again stood a stranger once more. It was only a child who had wandered away from her family on Christmas Day. Again Conrad's heart was heavy and sad, but he knew he should make the little girl glad. So he called her in and wiped her tears and quieted all of her childish fears. Then he led her back to her home once more. But as he entered his own darkened door, he knew that the Lord was not coming today, for the hours of Christmas had all passed away. So he went to his room and knelt down to pray. And he said, Dear Lord, why did you delay? What kept you from coming to call on me? I wanted so much your face to see. When soft in the silence a voice he heard, Lift up your head, I kept my word. 3 times my shadow crossed your door, and 3 times I've come to your lonely door. I was the beggar with bruised cold feet, and I was the woman you gave some to eat. I was the child on the homeless street. 3 times I knocked, and 3 times I came in, and each time I found the warmth of a friend. Of all of the gifts, love is the best, and I was very honored to be your Christmas guest. I'm not the best orator, but I wanted you to hear that. God told Conrad, I'm going to be your Christmas guest. But God didn't tell Conrad how he would be the Christmas guest. And I think we make that mistake, that thinking God's going to do something one way or be something one way. And we get disappointed when things don't turn out the way we think they should, especially around the holidays. It can be difficult for a lot of people, and they'll sit there and, like me, get lost in memories of how it used to be, and that makes it harder to how it is. And sometimes we don't see the gifts that God gives us even in the here and now. He's always our Christmas guest. I hope that gives you some food for thought, and I hope you have a good Christmas and a Happy New Year, everybody. Bye.